I've talked on the show before about how I'm kind of like a little bit into VHSs. And there's a surprising number of people who have DM'd me, who I've had like personal interactions with, who are like, oh my God, you know, I feel the same way. And I'm looking for, there's one guy who was looking for like the Fleischer Superman VHSs that he was a guy from the UK. And there's a few like that where, I don't know, there's VHS people out there. And it's this guy on Discord named Goody. He messages me, he goes, hey, I'm cleaning out my house. I got some old VHSs. Do you want them? And I'll tell you, my first reaction was no. It was very nice to think about me, but I don't want your clutter. And, you know, and I don't want random VHS tapes, right? Like, but I say, well, maybe if you got something good, you know, let me know. So he takes a picture of what he, you know, of the stash, and he goes, just pick out whatever you want. I'll send them to you. He had great fucking choices.
Oh, nice.
And this motherfucker sent me a box of wonder. So let's start with a bunch of the FHE Ninja Turtle animated.
Nice.
So this is Planet of the Turtleoids. I remember this was a primetime special on NBC or whatever it was. It was like at 8:00. This episode came out. I remember.
Wow. April
Foolish. Remember these? This is the Burger King Kids Club edition. Cowabunga Shredheads. I think that might have been a coloring book I once had.
I definitely remember that image on the front.
Go Green Machine. This is a Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop. I remember there in the first few, like 5 episodes, the ones that they released, you know, season 1 was like 5 episodes. And
wish I had some Bordeaux.
Yeah, I wish I had some Bordeaux. I think maybe twice during those 5 episodes, Michelangelo just like during a wide shot of the turtle van or something, Michelangelo goes, "Pizza time!" And it's got nothing to do with anything. Pizza time! I think it's a soundbite they had and they just threw it in. Pizza time! Pizza time! He also, I don't know where this came from. Don't Do Drugs, a rap song. It's a book.
Oh, well, there you go. Well.
And, you know, that's fun. And I don't want my child to do drugs. And then on the Ninja Turtles theme, the Coming Out of Our Shell tour.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, I yes,
Classic.
thank you. I need
Classic.
Everybody got to walk straight. Come on, come on. Walk straight.
We'll polish off animated series. Two-Face and Joker, Batman the Animated Series VHSs. Lovely. And look at that art. I mean, that is great.
Yes.
We have, what do we got? Bride of Chucky with Jennifer Tilly and Halloween. But this is, so you would expect just like the pumpkin logo on there, but it's Jamie Lee Curtis and him looking kind of dumpy in the background.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
But it's because it's a Blockbuster Presents VHS release. He also sent me It.
Oh man, yeah. I remember
and The Frighteners.
I remember, is that, it's only one VHS, because I remember a friend had the 2 VHS one or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe they taped it up. No, this is what it is. He taped it off of ABC or whatever when they showed it, and then they had them in 2 VHSs and with commercials and all, and that would have been awesome if that still existed.
I mean, it's 192 minutes, so they fit that on a VHS somehow.
I actually watched Stephen King's It when it was like live too.
Really?
Yeah.
The television event.
I was a kid, and so it was frightening.
Mm-hmm.
It was frightening.
I mean, you know, the sharp teeth and everything. It's pretty frightening.
Yeah, it's pretty frightening.
This is, I mean, what a great find. The Rambo animated series.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that existed.
It does. 3 exciting adventures.
That was real?
Yes.
It's not like a dream.
I know, I agree. Leading the force of freedom to Savage Island, Rambo has to stop a plan to use a powerful missile for international terrorism.
If the general sails that battleship into Tierra Libre, he'll blow your whole country off the map.
Especially if you watch like First Blood and you're like, let's make a cartoon series off of this. Like a Vietnam vet.
This one, you know, I don't think I asked for this one. He threw this one in, and good choice. Never heard of it before. This is American Flatulators, an American Gladiators parody where everything's about farts.
Do you remember like an early internet video, Shitbusters?
Shitbuster, a buzz, people taking shits. Shitbuster, a buzz, people taking shits.
They give it 4.5 rolls of toilet paper, a rip snorting video guaranteed to leave you gasping for air.
Oh, jeez.
In celebration of the popular Gladiators programs on television today, this parody joins Ben Dover and Big Bill Butts as they welcome the most noxious of our nation's competitors, the American Flatulators. A contest of the most formidable flatulators, this struggle for superiority pits everyday contestants against the mightiest of them all, who will face German expatriate Ripper, who must win for the Vaterland. Will there ever be a match for gaseous Clay as he floats like a butterfly and farts like a blowfish? This is outrageous. What will it take to defeat the one, the only SBD, Silent But Deadly? Don't forget the wonderful sponsors who support the games. Flat You Seltzer, when you really need relief. And Arriva Dursi Aroma, a wonderful little pocket spray to cover your embarrassing social mishaps. Everyone loves comic relief, and everyone loves a good release, especially our everyday contenders. Dumper Pile, an ex-Marine from the Windy City.
Oh, God.
Genius. And gas station operator Tex Air Biscuit Fritter, whose family has owned the XS gas station for over 3 generations. You'll meet all the American Flatulators, their challengers, and even more sponsors during 4 major events that will make for a more than eventful evening. American Flatulators will be the one program that you will rarely admit owning, but will show to everyone who walks through your door.
Yeah, man. You know, scat humor, it's built into us. And I know this...
Literally.
Yeah, very much so. Like even my little tiny child, Noah, you know, he's 2. He came up with this joke because, you know, there's a joke. What's brown and sticky?
Yeah,
a stick. You know, that's a joke. Well, he evolved that. He's like, it's so cute because he has such a tiny little voice. He's just like, he came up with this. He's like, what's brown and sticky and in your bottom? And I was like, what? He's like, it's poop. And you can't escape it. It's in our DNA.
And the first joke was born. But there's one last VHS to talk about. And when I saw this in the picture he showed me, I said, oh, you got to send me that. Okay. John Hunt. He used to invite us to go out to see shows, like musicals, plays, that sort of thing, at Brown University in Providence. And, you know, like you could buy like a season of tickets or whatever. It was like pretty cheap for pretty good performances. And it was fun. You go we used to go to Indian in Providence. So you get some Indian food, you go see like a play. And, one of the most memorable ones he took us to, Nina and I, was this play called Kiss of the Spider Woman. And, you know, we talked about it a lot on Boxmac, but, you know, it just wasn't very good. And, and there was like, it's about like prisoners, I think in Vietnam or something. It just went on. And one of the more memorable things was that the rules about that particular venue was like, if you exit the auditorium during the show, you cannot re-enter the auditorium. You cannot go to the bathroom during it. It was like Alamo Drafthouse rules or something. And Nina had to, like, she started like coughing or something. She had to get out of there. And then like they could, like we lost each other. We couldn't get back. They let her go to like the balcony. I remember there was some song in it where they were like, there are big busted women over the wall.
There are big busted women who bake on the beaches with oil on their bellies over the wall. Over the wall.
The dude had Kiss of the Spider Woman on VHS. So I was like, please send me that.
Send me that. Gotta remember Nina going to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. As it so happens, it was starring William Hurt and Raul Julia. So like serious actors. So maybe I'll check it out and maybe it'll be better than Brown University's performance. Thank you to Goody for the goodies.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.